Good morning. Well, I don't know what time it is there, but it's morning here when I'm filming, and it'll be morning when I post, so good morning. Welcome back to my personal development series. Today is number 27, and this is just going to be a follow-up on the last couple of videos, or two of the last few videos. I don't actually remember which ones are which. So, I will link them below, though, the original videos that I'm following up to today. So the first one was from a couple weeks ago where I had taken about like 3 weeks in August, and I had just been like super laid back and chill and hadn't really been doing a ton of work. I kind of stopped with my monthly goals to like give myself more time and putting out movie reactions just once every other week instead of once every week. And I was definitely just like having a bunch of leisure time instead of more like self time and doing the things that I A needed to do and B needed to do for me. So I was starting to set aside like certain chunks of time to work. And so following up on that, I've still been doing that. I will say I haven't necessarily been sticking to those times. There are times when I'm asked to like stay late at work or come in a little bit more the next day, or when like Kelsey and I just kind of spontaneously had a movie night, or when I like really want to spend time with my niece. Like my first of all, like, you know, jobs are, if like I have the opportunity to work more, I'm going to, because I do enjoy my jobs. And then also my family really does come first. I will say I don't necessarily like schedule time with them, and so anytime there's an opportunity to like spend time with them or have dinner with my uncle or something, or like my dad was just here this weekend, like that's gonna come first. My work will be set aside for my family. And so I don't haven't necessarily stuck to those times. I've also gotten sick, just a little bit sick, not too bad. So I haven't necessarily stuck to that. I've said that like a million times, but it keeps it in the forefront of my mind. And I'm much more likely to sit down and work for like half an hour or an hour instead of doing nothing. Because it's like, well, I don't have this whole 4 hours anymore. I'll like still do some work instead of do nothing. And then it keeps it in the front of my mind too, which is nice. Because when I'm trying to like push it back and like, oh no, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, like it becomes annoying, and I feel like there's something I'm avoiding, and it kind of just like low key stresses me out, like unconsciously. So keeping it like in the front of my mind is like, okay, if there's something I need to do, and like I'll do it. There's still time, and like I can put in a little bit of work here and a little bit of work here, and like that's totally fine that way. So I know that I enjoy working in long stretches and giving myself long periods of time to do stuff and just like really get into the groove and go for it. But I will take the opportunity to not do that and just do like 30 minutes or an hour of work. Sometimes I still just like keep going and like maybe go to bed a little bit too late, but that's all right. Not a big deal. So that's where I'm at with the scheduling time to work. The other thing that I wanted to follow up on was the self-care video that I talked about, and realizing that self-care is really just like whatever I need when I need it, and not like having a certain routine or doing these certain tasks or anything like that, but it's just like, what do I need right now, and actually doing that thing. And that is like still been really freeing. So I will say too, kind of like from my July goals, like I haven't really been walking, you know, like maybe once a week or something. I've been doing a lot more like different tasks at one of my jobs too, and so I'm like walking around the store a lot. Um, and I think I could use to walk more again. But it's not bothering me anymore that I'm not walking like every day or 5 times a week or anything like that, because sometimes like that just doesn't sound like an enjoyable thing to do. And when I like force myself to go walk when I don't really want to go walk, like I don't actually enjoy it. Sometimes I can enjoy like a few moments of it, but I don't usually, and like I can't decide what to listen to, or if I don't want to listen to something, and it's like kind of a pain. When I was going in July every single day, like that was totally different because I knew I was going to be going every single day. But now that it's like I don't have that, maybe I should have that again. um it's not as enjoyable unless I want to do it. So anyways, it still is the same. Like I've still been doing that, just whatever really sounds right at the moment. You know, like some mornings I get up and do a little yoga flow and that sounds great, and like some nights I like stretch before bed and that sounds great. And like there was one time I had like a little bit of time before I had to go to work and I was all ready and I like read for 20 minutes, like, you know, just kind of doing whatever sounds right. And I'm still doing that and still really, really enjoying it. I do still need to work on actually doing those things, because there are times where maybe I'm not quite sure what sounds like the right thing to do, or I am sure. Like this morning, I woke up and I was like, I just really want to take a shower, so I did. But there's sometimes where like I won't do that. Like there's been some mornings where I've been like, you know, I think it'd be really nice to stretch, and I don't get up and do it. You know, I just like stay laying in bed until like I have to get up and get ready for work. Um, so that's still something that I'm working on, is mostly actually like doing what I kind of like, what sounds like the right thing to do at the time, and then also a little bit still like listening to that and giving myself the space to be able to listen. So that's all I've got. Just kind of following up. I haven't really done that a ton of like, this is like realization or what I'm working on, and then like there's really no follow up. So here's a follow up of where I've been at and a couple of videos that I posted. So again, I will link the original videos below so you can check those out if you are interested. Um, in a little bit more thoughts on self-care and where I was at in August and why I was scheduling time to work. So I will put those below. Otherwise, I will let you guys go and see you next week. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Have a good day.